world where rock and roll was considered a threat to the American way of life. One man at the center of that controversy in real life became known as the grandfather of the genre.
Yes, his name is Alan Freed. He was a DJ whose choices on the radio would forever change the way we look at music.
Let it roll, let it rock. This is something you're never gonna stop. Very way down deep in our soul. This crazy thing called rock and roll, and it sets your mind and body free. Free to be who you wanna be.
Whew.
Hot dang.
The show features original songs from rock and roll pioneers like Little Richard, Chuck Berry, and Jerry Lee Lewis, all artists that Freed helped catapult to mainstream popularity by playing and promoting their music.
Oh my gosh, the stars of rock and roll, man, join us. Let's get the close-ups. Plays Tommy-nominated actor Constantine Maroulis of Rock of Ages, plays Freed. Emmy Award-winning actor Joe Pantoliano plays the dual real-life roles of promoter Leo Mintz and record executive Morris Levy. Levy or Levy?
Levy.
Levy.
There we go.
It was a long night. You also know, Joe, there was this show once upon a time. It was called The Sopranos.
Never heard of it.
It wasn't a big thing, but he was one of the stars. Hello to both of you.
Good
Thank
morning.
you. And why the hell wasn't I in the ad?
You know what?
That's not on you. BBB. I'm calling my lawyer.
We need a B-roll edit, re-edit for Joey
Let's
Pants.
start the whole
Joey
thing all
Pants.
over again.
By the way, Joey Pants let us know before we came onto the set that he has twins that they call him.
A pair of pants.
A pair of pants. That was
He's
fantastic.
got jokes, everybody. Guys, congratulations
Thank
on the
you.
new show. Very exciting, rock and roll.
Yeah.
Nothing sexier than that.
Yeah.
What was it exactly that drew you to do this?
I wanted to work with Constantine.
No, I wanted to work with him.
Oh, that's sweet. Very
And we
sweet.
get to share a dressing room.
Excellent.
So
With two other actors.
it's
Wow.
big time, yeah.
Close quarters.
Tight quarters, yeah.
It works. I think, you know, as actors, the chance to create a new role, originate something from the beginning, really develop it with the creative team is always
Here,
special
in
for
case
us.
you get parched
Oh,
during
You know
this.
what?
Here you go.
Vodka?
This is tequila.
Yes.
Sweet.
It's a little.
You
We
were
both-
saying Constantine.
Yeah, you know, I think that's always a great sort of challenge, and I think it's an important story as
Yeah.
well. You know, it's interesting to think, not even a lifetime ago, you know, black kids, white kids couldn't hang out in a soda shop, a record shop, and listen to music together, and that we had segregation in this country, and it's such an ugly time, and for this disruptor, Alan Freed, to step forward and try to break through that and elevate artistry around him and really pay the ultimate price for it was something that really spoke to me.
Yeah. What about you, Joe?
Oh, in a lot of ways, it's the same thing because, I mean, we are going through this right now. We have a tradition in our country, if you want something, you demonize it so you can take it.
That's right.
And you know, also the hypocrisy of a lot of the our lead antagonist is J. Edgar Hoover, and you know, he had his own issues. But
We highlight them in the show
Yeah.
a little bit with
Yeah.
some humor.
In a
I've never
fever
been in a
dream,
musical
right?
before, so the idea that I could be in a musical, that I could sing and dance a little at 70 years old was one of those bucket list things that, as a, you know, a young actor, I was always chicken to even try.
Really?
But it's ironic because he was in every great movie
That's
musical of my youth. La Bamba, you know, The Idolmaker,
We don't have
Eddie
enough
and the
time
Cruisers.
to name
Right.
every.
Unreal.
We are
And
going
why
through
not?
the same thing.
Why?
Because this program is
water,
only
no
57 minutes long.
You know what? You better dock her pay. That's all I have to say.
I'll fall on that sword.
So, Joe, so why now? It is shocking to me that this is your first musical because you have such an iconic career. Was the timing just right? Did the role feel like the right role?
Oh no, it was, you know, it was easy. It was just. We
Our
read the
producer,
script,
Rose.
it was just so easy for me to say yes to this, and I'm so happy I did it. I mean, the actors, the performers, it's just chock full of extraordinary young talent that we're going to introduce to the world. I mean, and it's so much fun, and the camaraderie with a musical theater group is way different than doing straight plays.
Right.
And that's interesting because it's a musical, it's fun, we're talking hits, but then you kind of do this balancing act when you're telling the story because, yes, he broke the racial barriers. There was payola. He was indicted for tax evasion. How do we go about presenting that on the stage?
So the show takes place essentially on the last day of Alan Freed's life, essentially his deathbed. And you know, he's dealing with severe alcoholism and health problems. Basically, he's at the end of his journey, really alone. And so we kind of take this journey with him in this fever dream on his deathbed, and flashing back where he's on trial essentially for his legacy, and Hoover is after him, and little Richard, his dear friend, who he helped elevate and really stuck up for, and so did Richard till the very end. He spoke so highly of Alan Freed and their friendship. He's defending him in this sort of this fever dream court.
He's a defense attorney.
Yeah.
Right. Wait.
And so
Little Richard,
there's this kind of fantasy element to it. There's a beautiful original score woven in that allows Alan to kind of live in that bubble with the iconic performers and sing, and it helps tie it all together. And of course, the great 50s songs, the sexy dancing, beautiful cast and such. But yeah, we do get to raise the stakes with the dramatic story as well.
Yeah.
You know, as the critics have said, a lot of critics have said that this is an off-Broadway production, but it's a Broadway production off-Broadway. And so the value of seeing this before it moves is fantastic this summer. And also, it's got the best air conditioning in town.
Sold.
We're
This side of the
4
Hudson?
stories below. Even if like there's a nuclear attack, best place to be is to see Rock and Roll Man, because you know we're actually the old Madison Square Garden, so we're like ring number 3.
Nice.
Is where we're doing it.
You could smell the hay
elephants,
still.
the camels
You
and
can
the
smell
tigers.
more than the hay.
Gorgeous.
New World Stages. It's where I started Rock of Ages.
In the heart of Broadway.
In the heart of Broadway.
that's right.
15
On
summers
50th.
ago, we started the show there. I transferred it to Broadway. It became a huge hit all over the world. So it's this great facility. There's a lot of great shows there. But yeah, it's got good AC. That's the tagline.
which-
He knows what's going to sell New Yorkers here,
Yeah.
especially as it is 100
With
and something degrees.
100%
With
humidity.
110% humidity. Constantine, the world got to know you really from, well, you mentioned Rock of Ages, American Idol.
Yeah.
You just released a new song as well, Daydream.
Yes.
Can we take a listen?
Sure, I'd love that.
Roll
wow.
the tape.
It's a daydream. Whenever I'm awake, it's just the same thing. Wishing I could fall asleep, 'cause maybe you're just a daydream away.
Can,
This one.
do you?
In his next act, he'll be doing stand-up.
You two bust chops.
Oh, all day.
This is
Nonstop.
like us getting ready for the show.
It is a. It's been such a blessing just to sit at the table with him during the rehearsal process and really, as actors, go through this and go through the script was really the best part of this whole journey. But yes, American Idol, near and dear to me, a wonderful opportunity. Growing up as an actor and studying musical theater, and I just needed a gig at the time. I had been touring with Rent and had a band, and Idol blessed me with a great opportunity. It was a great time in pop culture. You know, the whole world would tune into the show. And I still love the challenge of putting original material out there, and I hope to get out there and support it. But yeah, Daydream is available streaming on all platforms. Check it out.
Yes.
Is that what you guys listen to when you're prepping for the show?
I do. I make them listen. It's on a loop.
He listens to the Yankees.
Yes!
Huge Yankee fan here.
Woo!
It's been an interesting start to the summer, but we're hanging in there.
And
what else do I listen to? I listen to WINS.
Wins.
10 wins.
A friend of
Give us
mine.
22 minutes, we'll give you
We'll
the
give you the
world.
world.
That's it. A friend of mine bought me an old-fashioned radio, and I have it in the studio, in the dressing room, and that's basically the only thing that comes in, like four.
10
four
wins.
floors.
And
So
4 of us in a room the size of a shoebox. And
How far are you
It's
from
a Manhattan experience.
so you better like the Yankees and the music he listens to.
I'm not a diva. What? No, it helps us get in the
You get in the
vibe
space.
for the show.
The old-fashioned.
yeah.
I want to
The AM
squeeze into
radio.
that dressing room.
You have
That's
room for
fun.
2 more?
Please do. Yeah,
Or we?
I think we.
Well, absolutely.
We'll make room for
Oh,
you all.
yeah. We'll bring cookies, Joe.
All right.
Constantine, thank you.
We
both
got to
so much.
ask you. I know you're Brooklyn-born, Jersey-born.
Hoboken. I'm not
Hoboken.
from Jersey.
Hoboken.
It's
Don't
very
get it twisted.
different.
Excuse me. Him and blue eyes. Pork roll or
Hey,
Taylor
I
ham?
got blue eyes. I've been told I have beautiful blue eyes.
You do.
Now, come on, pan in for this.
Put those
Come
glasses
on,
back
come
on.
on.
We're gonna get
Extreme
lost in those
close-up.
eyes.
There you go. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Jeremy Allen White's got
My
none on
mom
this
said
guy.
I had beautiful blue eyes.
Your mother was right. Pork roll
or Taylor ham?
Come
Choose
on,
it.
there's only one answer.
Pork roll or what?
Taylor ham.
I don't know if that's.
Neither.
I don't think that's a Hoboken thing, but it's Taylor ham.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I know.
You can
I
come
didn't
back.
know from this either. I'm from the Bronx. Bacon,
Yeah.
egg, and cheese.
You know, we had scotol and beans.
Exactly. Escargot and beans. Excellent. Thank you both for joining us.
Thank you.
I heard
for
you.
having us.
I'm a fan of your scrambled eggs.
Oh my God.
Those who watch The Sopranos will get it. Anyway, you can see Rock and Roll Man now at New World Stages. For more information, you can visit rockandrollman.themusical.com. Constantine and Joy Pants, what a pleasure.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Thank you
Come
for
for
having
the
Come back
show.
anytime.
Stay for the AC.
Yeah.